Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Shout it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, come on. Say you will. Come on and shout. Say you will. Yeah. Shout. Buffalo's happening now. Shout. We're on the move now. Shout. The Bills are happening now. Shout. They're making it happen now. Shout. We got the spirit. Shout. A lot of spirit, yeah. Shout. We got the spirit. Shout. Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. The Bills make me wanna shout. The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Shout it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, come on. Say you will. Come on and shout. Yeah. Shout. Buffalo's happening now. Shout. We're on the move now. Shout. The Bills are happening now. They're making it happen now. We got the spirit. A lot of spirit, yeah. We got the spirit. Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
This is the way I jam out. Get out of here. This is the way I jam out when we are in the stadiums and we get going. Folks, welcome to another edition of the BF Virtual Tailgate. My girl Mila's in the background. Mila, enough screenshot. Anaya, he got enough screen time. I'm just about to get started and you just bumping in like that. You never do this. This is not you. All right now. So folks, welcome to another show. We are ready to go. And let's get this thing popping off because it's a big game. Now, most folks are probably like, this ain't the background that I'm used to. What's going on? Well, I told you guys, man. I said I was traveling to go see Mom Dukes. And so I'm in a different location, different studio, and we're rolling. You can tell. I mean, I've said this many times. You can tell you in a Haitian household. You got that in the background. You got the, you know what I'm saying, the untouchable room. You guys know what room I'm talking about. And now you got these vanilla. You know what? These new kids these days, they don't know about these type of rooms. They're not supposed to be sitting in there, but grandma is like, yo, F it. I don't care anymore. These girls, they can sit now. You know what I'm saying? We go years without sitting in the room that's not supposed to be touched. And now that we're much older and the grandkids are there, they're like, yeah, let the grandkids just sit where they want to. So here we are, doing what we got to do. And let's get this thing popping, man. So, folks, welcome to another edition of the BF Tailgate. This is bittersweet because this could be the last, you know what I'm saying, pre-game show for the year. Or we keep it rolling. We keep it moving. And we are in a position. By the way, shout out to my father-in-law, to my man Craigers. Big Craig. What's happening, Craig? We're live, man. So like this could be the last one, or we keep it rolling. And I'm obviously hoping that we keep this thing rolling. We keep it bumping. But it is what it is, man. We've got to take care of business. I mean, everything we've done all year long, especially with this game coming up, is huge. We know it's huge. I just had a show on Friday. Shout out to my guest. I had a guest from the Cincinnati pod. I believe it was a Cincinnati podcast. And my man Zim was he was excellent guest on the show. Very, very good guest. Yeah, he was knowledgeable, but boy was he confident. Boy was that brother confident. This was an opportunity, and I give my guests opportunities to gloat about their team, but also show me your weaknesses. What part of your weaknesses, what part of your team shows that you need some help? And here we are. I give them the opportunity, and I didn't really get any, well, we need help here, we need help there. It was more so we shoot ourselves in the foot, and then it rolled into like, but we good because Joe Burrow can't do nothing wrong. Like, I was like, come on, son. Like, you got to give me something where you as a fan are like, it makes you do one of these. And I didn't get that. I did not get that. By the way, I got to give a shout out to my man, Gil Rivera. Gil Rivera says, dude, your mom's decor is on point. Boy, I'm gonna tell you something, man. My mom's decor. Listen, man, if I could just flip this camera on and show you what's up, you know what I'm saying? You would be like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But you guys get it. If you guys are coming from, it's mostly immigrant households. That's where you'll see these type of rooms. The decor, it's derived from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The inspiration comes from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So away we go. Mila not here. Take him downstairs if you need to. So if you got, I'm gonna apologize right off the bat because my kids are here. This house is gonna be rocking. A whole lot of people are here right now. So this is it. This is it. So let's get this thing started. Shout out to my man Gil. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you. Now let's get this thing started, man. This is huge because there's so much riding on this game. And I was talking to my brother earlier. You guys actually might see my brother show up because I'm obviously I'm visiting my mom, so my brother's in town. He might show up while I'm doing this show. And we were on the phone today, and he's like, yo, you guys should be scared. This is a big game. I was like, well, both teams should be scared. It's a big game for both teams. No. The Bills have more to lose in this game than the Bengals. And I felt some type of way about that. The Bills have more to lose. Why do the Bills have more to lose than the Bengals? If anything, the Bengals have more pressure on them because they're trying to go back to the championship, right? They're trying to go back to the Super Bowl. So like the pressure's not like you're supposed to be, you know what I mean? Forget about what Vegas tells you. Vegas is just trying to move the line so people can, you know, saying spend more money and this, that, and the third. But really and truly, Mixon's been telling us we're the big dogs. So the pressure, wouldn't it be on the Bengals? And the question now goes out to you guys. Where's the pressure? Who's got the most pressure? Who's got the most to lose in this game? Is it the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, the reigning Super Bowl contenders that were there last year? You know what I'm saying? Or is it the hungry up and coming Buffalo Bills? Which is it? And this is what I'm trying to figure out. And it's like, it kind of threw me for a loop because I was like, both teams are in a position that they're like, yo, we can't mess up. We need to make sure that we handle business, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So why is it that the Bills have more of pressure on them and the Bengals have nothing to lose? Why does it have to be that way? So to me, I look at it as even down the board. The Bills have much to gain and lose in this because this is what, 2 years out of 3 that we've gone to this point, as far as this point. So it's not like we're new to this. We've been there. We've had to suffer defeat. We've had to, you know what I'm saying, suffer the heartache. We've had to do all of that. So now I sit here saying, okay, so enough's enough. We already know as Bills fans, we know we've got to get on top of everything. This is it. We put the pressure on us. We've got to get this. But the Bengals are thinking the same thing. Yo, we were there. We need to go back. We need to win this thing, man. But the Bills are in the way. And the pressure's on because they know what the Bills can do. They know what the Bills can do. They know what the Bills are capable of doing. If we go on an offensive, just everything is working out, it's on point, it's problems. It is problems for the Bengals. And one of the things that was spoken about with my guest on Friday was what has to take place for your team to have success? What has to take place? And the one thing that stood out to me is when he said he didn't refer to his quarterback as Joe Burrow. He says, if Joe Shiesty shows up. And I was like, well, what do you mean by Joe Shiesty? Well, I know exactly what he's trying to say, but I wanted him to say it. Joe Shiesty, meaning he's on point. Nothing can be done to stop that brother. If he shows up, it's game over. Joe Shiesty shows up, Bills don't got a chance because that boy is just unstoppable. Cool. He's like, if Joe Burrow shows up, y'all got a shot because, you know what I mean? Joe Burrow has moments where, and in my mind, I'm like, Joe Burrow can give us a Bengals game. Joe Burrow can give us the Cleveland Brown game, right? So there's a whole bunch of Joe Burrow. I mean, Joe Burrow has had his moments in this game, but my man also wanted to point out that Joe Burrow can light you up for 400, 500 yards if he wants to. So there's just a great sense of confidence in Bengals fans, and they really think that they're like, I can say it, if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, nobody touches us. If we don't turn the ball over and we give you guys an opportunity to stay in the game, then it's over with. Because Josh Allen's going to Josh Allen. You know what that is. But I don't want to call it arrogance because it's not arrogance. It's just that Bengals fans are very confident. And as they should be. They got a good squad. But boy, oh boy, we need to humble those cats. We need to, and I mean that figure, we need to humble those Bengal cats heavily. It's going to be fun, though. It's going to be a fun game. And we've got keys to victory. I want to talk about the keys to the victory. I want to talk about the things that we must avoid in this game, things that this team must do in order to kind of get certain advantages in this game, and what they're going to have to do to us to move us off our spot and get us off our game and earn this victory. This is a much anticipated game. I anticipated this game to be a night game, but they made it a 3:00 game. It is what it is. I'm nervous. I don't know about you guys. Did you guys sleep well? Boy, oh boy, I was thinking about this game. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. I saw a meme on the on TV, and it was like just a skull or like a picture, and the meme was like, "Babe, what are you thinking? You've been silent all day." And all the meme was just a picture of the Bills versus Bengals. Yo, if no, we can't do that, babe. Daddy's busy. If that ain't if that ain't like, you know what I mean, to give you an epitome of like, okay, what's happening? You got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's not on your mind, bro, you tripping. But I got to give a shout out to my man, Matthew Krapenek. Says, yo, can you tell me something that will calm me down for today? I know we can win. I believe we will. But I'm only 19, man. I'm not supposed to have heart problems. Yo, listen, let me tell you. The one thing that I can say, if Bills fans want to be confident going into this game, are a couple things. What you need to know is that the Bills have put a team good enough to win the whole championship. This team was stacked right from the start in every position. That's the one thing. Josh Allen is as healthy as he's going to be. He's not coming into it as banged up. You know what I'm saying? He's ready to go. We've minimized the injuries. We want some guys back on the squad, but we don't. But we're as healthy as we're going to be. Daquan Johnson, we don't know what's going to happen with Daquan Johnson, but in key positions, we're as healthy as we're going to be. The hunger. It's who we're playing for, what we're playing for. There's guys that need to be on this field that can't be on this field. One being Micah Hyde, one being obviously Von Miller, and most importantly, the other being DeMar Hamlin. You're not just playing, you know what I'm saying, for, you know what I mean, the crest on the chest. You're also playing for your boys that can't be on the field. And not only that, you're playing for the freaking whole city of Buffalo. Stand the F up. Stand the F up. Oh, Daquan's inactive? Okay, so I wasn't sure. I didn't see the inactive list. So if he's inactive, then that's why they brought up Kingsley. And Kingsley could be problematic as well. So I am mad. The beautiful thing about our defense is that we rotate our linemen. So is there going to be an extra rotation? Great. But Daquan being out is one thing. Jordan Phillips being in is great news. A little bit of a spark. Love that. So what do we do? How do we effectively really affect this game? That's where we stand in. Now, pump you up. I don't know if I need to pump you up for anything. You should be pumped by yourself. This is a huge game. And the sheer determination for us to be where we're at, knowing who we got to face, knowing where we got to get to, knowing that this game went by and people were already like, oh, the Bills didn't look good in the first, and it was true. So they got to eliminate that. And when you got number 17, man, bump all that, man. When you got number 17, you ready to roll. You ain't got to get pumped up for nothing. You ready to roll. And here's a huge stat that I noticed. The Bills. So what's up, wifey? The Bills are 13-1 of all time in home playoff games. 13-1. That's crazy. So that mojo is on our side. That mojo is on our side, man. 13-1 home playoff games. The next best team, I mean, not even close. So we've got history on our side. But it feels like, listen, man, I'm looking at what we need to do and where we're at and how far we've come. Like, if this ain't the year for us to take this whole damn thing, man, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Like, I'm pumped, man. I am excited for this game. Am I nervous? Heck yeah. We need to get off to a freaking fast start. We need to have laser focus, and we just ball out. Like if you're gonna leave something on the field, this is where you leave it on the field, man. Yes, do we have to play the Chiefs next week if we win? Heck yeah. Are we familiar with the Chiefs? Heck yeah. Are the Chiefs banged up? They are. Are we? Heck yeah. But the Chiefs ain't the Chiefs. They're good, but they're missing a few components that make them that super elite squad. But we're not even talking about the Chiefs, we're talking about the Bengals. So now let's get into the Bengals. And we got to get into that right now. So what scares you about the Bengals? And that's what I want to get into. What scares you about the Bengals? And before I get into that, I got my man Andrew Lipson. What's up, Andrew? Yo, Rico, you watching the game on the TV with the dials or listening to it on the old radio? It's funny enough. If you see the background, don't let it fool you because my mom's got an 82 incher, you know what I'm saying, in the TV room. Don't ask me why she has an 82 inch TV. Maybe the old eyes are just going, I don't know. But she has an 82 incher. So we good over here, baby. But now, how is it? It's not how we win, but what bothers you? What are your fears when it comes to the Bengals? Well, number one, right off the bat, is there 3 receiving heads. Jamar Chase being an overall great receiver, one of the best in the league. Overall, great route runner, yak, monster. He's not a small little guy, so he can do a lot. He can do it all. But his work is done with making people miss, right? Once he does the easy part, which is catching the football, because that's what he does, it's about bringing him down. You can't expect him to be a Sammy Watkins type of receiver, you know what I'm saying, or a Cole Beasley type of receiver and catch and go down. That's not him. So in this segment, in this game, we've got to be able to make sure that we tackle. They're going to make plays, but we've got to make sure that we tackle and we're on point with it when it comes to all of that. That's number one. So Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, those 2 boys, 2,000-yard receivers, they get busy. Joe Burrow, that line gives him time. His receivers will do work. We know that, right? So we need to find a way. We need to find a way to slow these boys down. Keep everything in front of us. If that's what's got to happen, keep everything in front of us. If we want to be that bend but don't break type of defense, so be it. They're gonna want to score, and they're gonna want to try to score quickly. And that way, they're gonna try to if they score quickly, now we become in pass mode, and now possessions become shorter because we're trying to make things happen in the pass, and then they kill clock, and that's how they're gonna try to control this game. They're gonna try to strike early on us. Because you don't want, and here's the thing, both quarterbacks are clutch. So if this is neck and neck right to the end, whoever has the ball last is probably who's going to probably take this game and not make the big mistake. Ironically, we had the same mess last year against the damn freaking Chiefs. And obviously, rules have changed since then. You get an opportunity to get the ball in overtime, but that's neither here nor there. Point I'm trying to make is this. These boys have a receiving core that they will try to exploit us early and put points on us early. If we do what we're supposed to do and we let them get away, you know, with some big plays and ironically stop them or just get them with 3, that's a win. We just can't give up points in the red zone and give them 7 quick. We just can't. We just can't let it turn into what it was looking like in last matchup when we played the first 9 minutes of the game or something of that nature. We can't. That's huge. And by the way, we got 355 people watching right now. Smash that like while we're here. It's just a solo show. I guess none of my compadres were ready to come through, so here I am holding it down. Now, here's the deal, folks. Looking at this game coming up, this Bengals offense is a top 5 offense. Don't be fooled by the run game. Don't be fooled by, they're ranked 28th in the run. They still got Joe Mixon. That is a good player. I don't think he's the same type of player that he's been, but he's still a damn good player. Perrine can still run the football. They've got some weaknesses, but they do have some potent weapons on that squad. a good offensive coordinator that knows how to, when to call plays, and a smart quarterback, which I'm going to give props to the Bengals, a smart quarterback that in this case he's a different quarterback than Josh Allen. Josh Allen wants to go for the kill and strangle your ass and get your ass, right? Joe will take what is there and what's given to him. He has no problems doing that. Does he have a killer instinct to go for it when he needs to? Absolutely. So does Josh. But Josh has to be able to look at that check down. And I don't want to call it a check down per se, but go through your progressions. And if that deep shot that you want, that I know you can probably get, you don't need to force it. Just take what's there. Let your guys like James Cook, Nyheim Hines, if he gets into the game, your Cole Beasley, let them chunk up and take away some of the yardage. That way we can be in control. Because a Buffalo team in control is a dangerous team. Because we're so good offensively, we can put up points whenever we want to. But if we get erratic and we start doing things out of character because the moment is too big and we piss down our leg, which I doubt is going to happen, this game could get out of hand. We don't want that. We do not want that. My man Pierre was like, yo, hold on a second. Rico's got a Super Bowl trophy in the case behind you. You see that Super Bowl? Listen, this is what we're playing for, people. This is what we're playing for. Y'all need to stop, man. Stop playing with me, man. You got me pointing out the wrong damn play. You see what I'm doing? I got you, fam. But we can't let these guys start quick. We can't. We let them start quick, it's a wrap. Because then they'll methodically try to kill clock. We just can't let that. We can't let that happen in such a big magnitude of a game. Now, Bengals are good, but they're not a team that scares me. I'm like, oh shoot, I can't. It's the Bengals. That doesn't sit well with me. That some people are so shook at this team. They got good players, but we got good players too. They got a good quarterback. We got a damn good quarterback too. Defense is pretty solid. They're pretty disciplined. Yup. Don't forget, we're the only team with a defensive-minded coach left in the playoffs. That's not for no reason. So, defense, sometimes they tell you defense wins championships, but boy, the offense got to get you there. So we got a lot of work to do, and it starts today and these Bengals. Now, hear me out. Now, forgive me, folks. I couldn't bring all my equipment. I had my other laptop I wanted to bring and kind of go back and forth. So now I'm working from my phone and top of the dome, right? But one thing that does stand out for me in this game coming up is who's available and not available. And right now for the Bengals, their weakness right now, there are two weaknesses that these guys are dealing with right this second. That's their cornerbacks. Not that they're terrible, but that's their weakest link, if you will, on the squad. And that offensive line. They are right now missing 3 of their starting linemen. Kappa, you've got obviously Lyle Collins is out. And last but not least, you've got Jonah Williams that is out as well. So we have an opportunity to make Joe Burrow uncomfortable. And we got the juice on this team to do it. Let's not let backup players look like starters, because we allowed the Miami Dolphins to make Kyler although Skylar Thompson didn't play well, he had 40% completion percentage and just wasn't great, but we kept him in the game. We made him look competent enough that he could keep his team in the game. We can't do that. We can't. How do we stop that? By controlling what is in our control, which is the football. Don't give the damn ball away. That goes for fumbling. That goes for bad decision on going for 4th and 1, giving them back field position. We can't. We've got to be active. We've got to be alert, and we have to have the awareness. Situational freaking awareness has to matter in this game. So that's huge. Pierre, if you're there, I just want to actually get that active list, if you can. Anyway, so Back to Bengals, and I might be all over the place, but back to Bengals. What is problematic for us is obviously the receiving core, where our advantage is in the trenches against their linemen. Their run game is average at best. So we have some opportunities that we can take full advantage, or at least have the edge. At least have the edge. That's the way I look at it. So to me, that's where it's got to begin. Now, I'll get back to the Bengals, but I want to try to get people understanding what we have with this freaking team. My man Pierre is always preaching. Remember who the F we have. I would love to cuss, but I can't cuss in my mother's house. So remember who we have. We have to remember who we have. In order for us to get to where we need to be, we have to remember who we have. And it starts with number 17. The last time I checked, he's been playing all year long. We ain't miss a beat with that brother. 13-3, led by number 17. We got a two-headed monster in running back that give you two different styles of run game. Let's utilize that. Offensive line, not bad. Not great, but not bad. Definitely an upgrade from last year. So let's get on that. Defensive line rotation is great. You guys already know that. Elam, the utmost confidence right now. I'm hoping he gets the lion's share. I'm hoping he gets the lion's share of the freaking plays today. But we'll find out. And when I look at who we have on our roster and talk about who we have, remember who we have, starts off with Josh Allen. And right now, inactive, Terrell Bernard, the rookie sitting. That's a first. We haven't seen that in a long time. Christian Bedford sitting once again. I'm surprised by that. I would expect it to see a little bit of him on the field today. Daquan Jones out. It's terrible to hear that. Tommy Sweeney, Ike Butker. So, guess who's in? Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Cole Beasley, Khalil Shakir is in, and Isaiah McKenzie. So they made the decision, and I remember this was a big one. What decision are they going to make at receiver? Because obviously they signed Cole Beasley to the active roster. We know that. John Brown, they tried their hand in John Brown, but it only made sense. And I was like, what decision are they going to make with Isaiah McKenzie? Well, it's clear. Isaiah McKenzie's in, but here's the one thing that I really love. They had trust enough in Khalil freaking Shakir to be active in this game. So they got both Isaiah McKenzie and Shakir going to be holding it down. So just like the old days somewhat, Steph, Gabe, Beasley, the new addition, Khalil Shakir. I'm loving that. Let's go to the defense side of the ball. Edge rusher, Greg Rousseau, Boogie Basham, AJ Epinesa, Kingsley Jonathan is going to be making a start, and Shaq Lawson holding it down on the other side. Eli Anku, Ottawa native, Canada. Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips, Tim Settle. I would have loved to have Daquan Jones because he's such a damn difference maker. But you know what? Jordan Phillips, welcome back. Let's stay healthy this time, baby. Linebackers, Tyler Matakevich, obviously Tremaine Edmonds, AJ Klein, Terrell Dotson coming through, and Matt Milano. And then defensive backfield, let's end it like that. Jaquan, Taron, Jordan Poyer, Kyu Elam, Tre'Davious White, Dane Jackson is active, D. Marlowe, Saron Neal, Cam Lewis. Yo, we got business to take care of, folks. We got business to take care of. Now, let me kind of switch the gear a little bit. I need to because I need to hype myself up. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm too cool and calm. But that might be calm before the storm, right? That's why if I'm giving you cool and calm, wait till the game starts when Pierre is actually live during the game and doing what he's supposed to be doing. Wait till that happens. So that'll be dope. My man Mikey says, yo, my brother from another. Today is a big day and big game. But in my opinion, this is the game we have to get past. I have all the confidence that we will beat KC after seeing yesterday. Folks, I'm trying not to go to KC thoughts on KC because KC did their job. Their job was to beat Jacksonville. I couldn't believe Jacksonville. Jacksonville was allowing, of all people, to be wide open all day. It felt like Travis Kelce did what he wants. Hold on a second. What is it, babe? They're coming. Go see your mother. I swear. They need to talk to me while I'm on camera, asking me things that they can ask their mother. It's not the go-to answer to give to your kids. Go see your mother. Go see your mother. Damn it. Anyway, so like I want to try to hype myself up, right? And I'm trying to find a way to hype myself up, but I'm so in a like you think I was playing the damn game. I'm such in a focused, zoned, you know what I'm saying, position that I need to ramp myself up soon, but I will. I promise you. But freaking Kansas City getting away with that. Fam, Jacksonville, y'all, kudos to Jacksonville. Y'all did what you were supposed to do. Y'all came through and you gave a good fight. And it just Mahomes was too much. But was he though? Because I'm looking at that game and I'm like, man, y'all, if y'all just game, like I'm not saying the game plan was horrible, but it just felt like Travis Kelce was just doing a number on y'all. And that's his favorite weapon. You think you try to take away his favorite weapon. Ah, my gosh, man. That drives me insane, man. But it is what it is. Kansas City Chiefs did their job. So now it's time to do our job. And our job is to take care of the Bengals. Who knows what would have happened in that Bengals game? And I'm here to tell y'all, if y'all thought that, you know what I'm saying, we haven't had games where we started off rough. We haven't had games where we started off slow. We have. Have we overcome them? Obviously. We finished a record of 13-3. We definitely did. But my goodness, man. You gotta give credit. You gotta give credit to the Chiefs. My man Pat Mahomes went down on a gruesome injury. We looked pretty terrible. But he came through, got his act together. You know what I'm saying? And fought his coaching and telling him, yo, I'm not coming out. There's no way. That was the first time I've ever seen emotion like that from Pat Mahomes. I was like, okay. They love that dude. They ride for that dude. You know what I'm saying? And there was no way. And there's the little bit of arrogance / like such a freaking competitor that Pat Mahomes is. Because Frank Clark was in an interview and he's like, there was no way that he was going to allow somebody else to get the job done. He wants to be the guy to get the job done. Meaning he didn't want Chad Henne, you know what I mean, taking over and doing what he's supposed to do. He wanted to be the guy to get the job done, and he willed himself back into the game. I don't know what they shot that dude with into his knee to make him just come back and be that dude, because he was hobbling like a mother. He was hobbling like a mug. And he came out of the locker room spry and ginger. I was like, okay. I don't know what they put in that man's knee, but he's ready to go. But kudos to them. They handled their business. So business is the key word for today's show. Handling business. This is a business opportunity for us to freaking get this win and take our business to Kansas City, right? The number one freaking seed that should have been ours. But here we are. We've got to knock one brick at a time, or build a brick at a time. And right now, brick by brick is what we need to do. And we're on that right now. Brick by brick, on to freaking Cincinnati. So where are our advantages in this game? Well, here's the deal. Watching them face the Ravens, we can run the ball on these guys. We absolutely can run the ball on these guys. And here's the thing. Talking to the Cincinnati representative for, you know what I'm saying, the Bengals that came on my show, we'll let you run the ball. We'll let you get 250 yards. But we ain't gonna let you get in the end zone. We're gonna let you kill all your time and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you won't get in. And this is where, you know what I'm saying, they think they're gonna try to capitalize. But we got some home run hitters on our squad, man. Let Josh Allen take off. He'll get the necessary yards to keep him moving. Let Josh get in the red zone. He's a dual threat. You gotta watch for that guy. So to me, it's about methodically moving that football and getting on the board first, getting on the board early. We need that. And once that happens, there's two Joshes I need to see. I got to put the mic down while I do this. The one Josh that I like to see is when I don't know if you guys remember this. He does it. When he's cooking, he does one of these. And gets on the center again. Yo, to me, I'm focused, man. Yo, you got that? Yo, good pickup. Cool, let's go. When he gets a first down and he's cooking and he's chopping him up, yo, he's pointing. He's like, yo, good stuff. Let's go. Write it up. Move over here. Let's go. That Allen, I love. Right? That's the let me get started. Let me start cooking. when Allen does start cooking, and you see these, okay, now you know he's activated. Like my man Pierre says, yo, get him activated. We may not even need to break glass today. Just get him moving the ball like he's supposed to, watching the film like he's supposed to, moving the ball like he's supposed to. And then when he gets going and he starts flexing, when we get in the end zone, whether it's him or somebody else, you know we are in great position. We need this. Yo, I got you. Point. There you go. When he starts pointing, we know we got the business. But boy, oh boy, man, this is a huge game. But a lot of this I'm going to be paying attention to is freaking Ken Dorsey. Ken freaking Dorsey. I'm going to tell you something, man. Hold on. My man Pierre says, yo, nah, it's when Allen starts walking fast is when he's prepping that activation. I don't know when he's walking fast. You got me thinking, making my way downtown, walking fast. Making my way down the field, walking fast, pointing at Diggs, tell him to go to the end zone. Boom. I don't know if that's the case, then so be it. You got me singing Vanessa Carlton. I think that's the song. Is that Vanessa Carlton? Did I get that right? There you go. I'm singing Vanessa Carlton on this bitch. Ooh, just cussed at my mom's house. Can't do that. Anyway, so if that's the case, then yeah, man, walk fast, point, flex, do all of that. That's when I know that's my Josh Allen that I'm accustomed to, that I'm used to. Need that. Need that. Then everybody else is galvanized. And they say, yo, when they see that Josh is activated, yo, follow his lead. Don't look back, follow his lead. Because that boy is determined, man. Listen, here's the big thing about this whole situation. Josh knowing that Pat Mahomes has already won one. Joe Burrow has gone to one. Trevor Lawrence is, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about he's on his way. It's going to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Josh at 26 years old. Justin Herbert just finally made his first, you know what I'm saying, his first playoff. Like the future is bright for the NFL, most likely the AFC. So Josh is seeing this. He's like, yo, I got to get mine. I've got to get mine. So which pretty maybe it does answer my question, answer my brother's question in terms of who's got more pressure on them and who's got more to lose. Is it Josh Allen and the Bills, or is it the Bengals? And in a good way, I would say Josh, because he doesn't want to see all these other guys have success and not him. You know how much it would burn him to see Burrow and freaking and Pat Mahomes battling it out? Nah, man, he can't have that. He's got to handle that right now, because a few things can happen too, right? He loses to Burrow. Now it's Pat, Burrow, Allen. He beats Burrow. Is Allen Mahomes neck and neck, but we've taken down the Chiefs before, so it could be your Allen's number one dog. And he takes down the Chiefs, Allen's number one. So there's that internal bragging right that's part of the whole situation. But I don't want to talk about it just on my own. I got my partner in crime just joining me. You give me the thumbs up when you're ready to go, Rev. Let's go. Let me get my two-man banner up. My man Rev, what it do? What's happening?
What's up, baby? What's up? What's up?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. You see my Bluetooth, my green screen background? How you like it?
Yo, it's dope, man.
You like that?
Yeah.
It looks realistic, doesn't it?
It does, man. It looks like mom's place.
It is mom's place. It's mom dude's place. I tried to fool you, but you're like, nah, you ain't fooling me. We know it's good. Rev, what's happening?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm excited about today, baby.
Listen,
good game going.
It's a good game going, man. We were kind of talking about the Chiefs a little bit and how the Jacksonville kind of pushed them, but like just they let Travis Kelce just stay too wide open for my liking, and allowed him to be a difference maker in this game. So my question that I'm trying to answer for myself is, what is it that you need to see from Josh Allen that you see, that you notice about him, that when you see this Josh Allen, you know that we're ready to go, we're ready to get things popping?
Yo, I need to see the Winter Soldier today, baby.
The Winter Soldier. Tell me more.
I need the Josh Allen. Remember, go back to that divisional round
right
last year. in his eyes. He understood the moment, and he wasn't backing off of it. And excuse my language, but man, come hell or high water, he was not going to lose that game. Like Josh, I need him to turn it up another notch. He understands the gravity of the situation in this game and how big this really is. I need to see Josh do that. Not the sugar high Josh. I think that's gone. I'm not concerned about turnovers that's been blown out of proportion. I think Josh is going to do his thing today, but I want to see it in his eyes, and I'll see it when as soon as the game starts, and I see him on the sideline. If I see his eyes ready, I know it's a wrap. I know it's a wrap. I know these guys are going to have a lot of emotions going into this game, but I believe that Josh, not only him, but the entire team is so ready for today. They are not going to let the Bengals come into Highmark Stadium and take everything they fought for this year. It's not going to happen. So Josh and his team is ready, man. He's going to have that eye of the tiger, so to speak, and he is going to go all out this game. We're going to see that.
I'm going to tell you something. Do you like the confidence of Joe Burrow?
I do like the confidence of Joe Burrow. Yeah,
I do like the confidence of Joe Burrow. I do, and he hasn't got to the status where I'm like, yo, I hate Joe Burrow. I like him. He's got a little bit of swag to him.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked you, how you feel about being under, and it's not just with us. He said it before. How do you feel about being an underdog? He says, we like something to the nature of we ain't no underdog. There's no such thing as us being underdog. You know, he don't like being underdog. He don't consider himself underdog.
Right.
We ready to roll. So we gotta bring our dogs out. You know what I'm saying? That make sure, because right now Vegas has us at -6.5. I think it's down to -5.5 now. So they're teetering with it a little bit. So we'll see how this goes out. When you watch these these Vegas cats tell us what the lines are, do you pay attention to those things? Do you think the players pay attention to those things? But oh shit, that's what you got? 6.5 plus 6.5. You think we're gonna lose? Like, do you feel like, man, I don't want Vegas making like 13.5 was, I think, the point spread for the Dolphins. The Dolphins probably looked like, oh yeah, and we got the best out of the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it does something to these teams.
I think to a degree, right? I think they do check on that stuff. Because these players are highly motivated individuals, and they look for any little bit of motivation that they can get. And so if they see a line that's against them, they're going to check it out, and they're going to come ready to play. And so even same with this game. I mean, it's going back and forth. It's really close. I think these guys probably take a look at it, but I don't think they allow it to influence them. I just think they look at it for additional motivation.
Additional motivation.
Yeah.
And that's what we need. And maybe we, in a way, we don't need that, because right now, I don't know if you saw a stat, but we are 13-1 at home in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So that we need to keep that motivation going. By the way, shout out to my man Kevin Gerard. What's up, Kev? He's asking me if I'm in Ottawa and where I'm watching the game. So yes, Kev, I'm in Ottawa. I'm at my mom's place in Barhaven. You know what it is. And I'm watching the game at my mom's place because I got my brother coming through, and I have a whole bunch of family coming through. So that's where I'm going to be watching the game. And I told everybody, don't bug me. Leave me alone. I don't care what's going on in the background. The game is on. Don't test me. I'm watching the game, and I'm not going to be watching on the small little TV downstairs. Y'all want to go and do your family reunion? Go do downstairs. I'm watching the game. But, that's what I'm going to do, man. Kev, I'm at home. So Jordan Poyer, I'm looking at what, and I was talking about earlier. I was like, I mentioned it in my tweet. I think I was talking to Pierre. I don't remember who I was talking to, but I said, we need to win this game. Like, not only this game, but this Super Bowl so badly, because next year we may have a completely different team, right? Some players might be leaving. Some players might be cut. Some players may be traded. We don't know what's going to happen because of the cap and all that stuff. Jordan Poyer is one name that stands out to us. And Jordan Poyer was on a podcast not too long ago and made a comment about, if this is my last game. So your thoughts on my guy, Jordan Poyer, and this potentially being his last game? Saddened? Is this like, it's been a good run. It is what it is. He's going to go somewhere else. Have you accepted the fact that this could be his last game? Or you're like, no. You talking ish, man. We're going to bring you back. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've accepted the fact that it could be, because it's a possibility. Do I want it to happen? No. I think Poyer is one of the key leaders of the defense,
right?
And they should do whatever they got to do to bring him back. I think he definitely wants to be back. But if the Bills win a Super Bowl, then I think it's different. You know what I'm saying? I think he rides off with the Super Bowl trophy in hand, and he
Yep.
goes somewhere else and gets paid. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's hard to sit here and say, hey, well, Jordan, hey, it was a good run. See you later, because that guy brings so much. I mean, we see that. I mean, just look at it this year. Bills are undefeated when Poyer plays. Have been
Oh,
undefeated. The dude is a huge difference maker for this team.
it is a huge difference maker, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how does this look? How does this how do we arrange this
Yeah,
to have this guy? But you know what? It is what it is. If we were gonna bring him back, we would have had conversation with him to seal the victory. But in this case, here we are. That's what we're doing. Jordan, we could have Poyer staying or going, but here's the thing. Is this extra motivation to put a little extra oomph into this because he is? Because now he's like, man, I'm not coming back. So I need to win this with my boys. Because like Mike Hyde, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, sure, Mike Hyde will come back. And if we can get this, we can get him back next week and have those two boys going at it again.
Yeah.
Oh, man, let me tell you something, man.
I actually think so, man.
Man, wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, dude, yes, it'll be great. I think I think the boys, like, I'm glad you brought it up like that, because these guys came in here like they were the first free agents that Sean McDermott brought in, and so they've been here the whole time, and they've been underdogs their entire career, and they've been able to establish themselves as all pros right here in Buffalo. You have to believe that these guys are fighting for that. Like they want to go out Super Bowl champs. They've been here. They're the longest tenured guys. They're you know what? Even if this is my last year, says Jordan Poyer, like let's go out there and win it together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a huge motivation for them, and I think that they're definitely considering that, man. And I hope that happens. I love to see Micah Hyde in the Super Bowl with Jordan Poyer. One last ride. Let's get it done.
You're damn right. So here's the deal. Game's at 3:00. I'm actually I'm finally on the right time zone. I'm on Eastern time zone. So right now it's 2:20, 2:23. We got another 40 minutes before the game.
Yeah.
All right. So there are keys to this game. There are things that we must do to win this game. And Rev, we got to break it down. We got to figure out what are the keys to this game. Now, if you're looking at the keys to the game, and we're gonna go back and forth. You give me one, I give you one, you give me one. We're gonna try to find. So let me jump in first. Key to the game, and I'm gonna put out the obvious just to get the ball rolling.
Sure.
Right? Turnovers. Turnovers.
Yeah.
Any time that we've lost the game, and we've won some games with turnovers, right? But like we've also, you know what I'm saying, we've lost a close game with turnovers. One being to the all 3 games we've lost by 8 total points. So, turnovers. Josh cannot commit any when he's gone. Divisional game against the Chiefs, no interceptions, and you saw how that game went. We need that Josh, because that Josh doesn't lose games. That Josh doesn't lose games. That goes for Devin Singletary. This whole defense, offense, we can't turn the ball over. So to me, obviously, I'm getting the ball rolling to get started, so that's an easy one. We got to not turn the ball over. And if we do turn the ball over, I'd rather you turn the ball over all the way at their end. You know what I'm saying? It's a turnover, and it's killer, don't get me wrong, but we just can't give it to them in our area where now it switches into 7. 7. Just can't. Field position is key. We just can't turn the ball over. Keys to this game. What you got?
Yeah, I think the trenches need to win this game. I need our defensive line to take advantage of the Bengals beat up O-line. They cannot sit there, and I need Frazier to figure this out too. Don't be content with just, let's just only, rush 4 and put the rest in cover. I mean, I need you to mix it up. I need these guys to really be able to get after Pat. I mean, you got 3 O-linemen. Is that right? 3 starting O-linemen out for the game.
Absolutely.
3 out. There's no way Greg Rousseau, Shaq Lawson, Ed Oliver, and the guys, and Jordan Phillips is playing too. There's no reason they should not be able to, if not sack them, affect them in the pocket, get them moving out of the pocket, scrambling, get them on the ground. I need the D-line to have a huge game in order for the Bills to secure a win, especially when you look at those 2 guys that they have at wideout, right? Chase and Higgins and Boyd as well. It's going to be hard to stop those guys, but the easier way to do it is to create pressure up front. And if they can get pressure, consistent pressure up front, it bodes well for the defense. So I need the D-line to go ahead and do some things today.
I like that. Now let's stick with the trenches, because I'm going to stick with the trenches as well. I'm going to stay on the goal line of the side of the ball. We took 7 sacks last week against the Dolphins. 7 sacks against the Dolphins. So to me, when we look at what we're facing with the Bengals, a very disciplined defense, a very disciplined line, we've got to make sure we keep number 17 clean. That jersey, the white on that jersey better stay white. I don't need to see bleed. I don't need to see anything. I need to see that white, because if you give Josh Allen time to survey, he will find what he needs to find, and he will dot you and he will lead you. But we need that 5 linemen to stay legit. More specifically, you know who I'm talking about, Spencer Brown.
That's right.
Spencer Brown is going to have his hands full with Trey Hendrickson. He's going to have his hands full. You know what I'm saying? The interior line is going to have their hands full with DJ Reader. You know what I'm saying? A big line, plug up the line. We've got to make sure that we are on top of things. And it all starts with Mitch Morse. Mitch Morse calling out what front he sees, and you know what I mean, making sure that we're picking up the guys. If Mitch Morse is on point and he's got these boys lined up and ready to go and knowing what's coming their way and giving number 17 time, it's hard for us to lose. Hard for us to lose. That's the way I see it, man.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Any other keys to the game that you got?
Yeah, I'm just, looking at the Bengals inactives. I need our wide receivers to step up because they're hurting. I mean, they're out. Trey Flowers, he's out. Their cornerback, and so it looks like Dax Hill is going to be stepping into filling his role. These guys need to step up. You got to believe that the Bengals are going to try to do something to focus on Diggs. The other guys need to come through. Playoff Gabe, let's be consistent. Playoff Gabe to show up. Dawson Knox, all the other complimentary guys need to step up, and Josh needs to distribute the ball. Don't just target one guy all game long. Distribute the ball.
Here we go. Coaching. More specifically, Ken Dorsey.
You know it.
Ken freaking Dorsey.
You know it.
You know what I'd love to see from Ken Dorsey this game? Something we haven't seen at all. And you know what? It would surprise me if Ken Dorsey came down from the booth. Number one. If Ken Dorsey came down from the booth and was like, all right, I'm here. When you get out of pocket, Josh, which I don't think you will, I'm going to be here in your ear and making sure that you're on point. And we need to get something established here. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, I'd love to see more utilization from the backs in the backfield, swing passes, a screen pass here and there. Nyheim Hines, James Cook, they're too explosive, too elusive for you not to get the football in space. Because although they got some linebackers that are athletic on that squad, they do. They don't got no slouches. But I love to see these guys in space. So Ken Dorsey, I'm not telling you to get creative where like you're pulling stuff out of the bag, but I need you to find your matchups that work. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Allen can exploit them, and they have some. I'm not saying Eli Apple is trash, but Eli Apple ain't elite. So put him in compromising positions. You're the offensive coordinator. Your job is to move things around. When I'm watching the Kansas City Chiefs, I see Andy Reid shuffle
all the time
all over the place, move this guy back here, get this over here, and just moves the defense all over the place. And then all of a sudden, you see McKinnon one-on-one with a linebacker. What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There was even a play, and I hate to interrupt you, man, but I'm like going back to the Jags game. They put Christian Kirk in the backfield.
This is what
our started wide receiver in the backfield, lined up against the linebacker, and caught that pass. Like I need some kind of creativity like that, man.
Yes, and I feel like we haven't really gotten that. We've just been I don't want to call it vanilla, but we've just been a standard. We've just been a standard team doing what we do because we have Josh Allen. Josh Allen can just do what he wants. But sometimes it's very okay for you to find some creative ways to move things around. Of course, Pat Mahomes just slaying that thing all over the place. But you gotta have you have to have misdirection. You gotta be sneaky. You gotta move things around and have these teams going like, what the hell? I've never seen this before. And I'm hoping Ken Dorsey, you know what I'm saying, brings out another bag that we never knew about. And he's like, let me break this glass because you guys didn't know I had this set of plays, and let's go. And now that my man Brian Dable is out,
call him up.
Brian Dable, yo, fam. Remember that thing we talked about? Now, whoever's out of the playoffs, we're gonna help each other. Help Mr. freaking Dable.
Help him out, man.
Dable will be glad to say, all right, let me see what I got. You feel me? But I need to see some creativity, some things different from Ken Dorsey, and I need to see Josh Allen execute. You know, something's supposed to be run it.
Mhm.
and make sure, but get your guys the ball. We have too many good athletes
You got to, man.
to first not to take full advantage of it. That's the way
You
I
have
look.
to. Yeah.
Anyway,
You have to.
and
Yeah,
that's
you
what
got
Ken Dorsey. My thing is on Ken Dorsey, creativity. Find the matchup problems. Find your
Mhm.
matchup problems. If you have to move Diggs around and confuse his defense, or get Dave somewhere, or Naeem Hines is somewhere, find your matchups, because at the end of the day, a win is a win.
That's
And
it, man.
this won't matter. That win is a win statement, it'll carry way more weight. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if we won nine to 6. You know what I mean? We found a
As
way
long
to
as we get that dub, man. As long as we
get
win.
that dub, man. Get that dub. Now, any other key matchups that you find, or you feel like, you know what, it's a lot
Yeah,
of-
no. Here's a surprising one, and people may overlook this one, but I think the Bills. This is going to the defense. They may need to key in on the run game, the Bengals run game. Now I know they're not a very stout run game, but they're a capable running team. I think, and this is just me. And I was thinking about this the other day too. I was like, look, okay, the Bills are looking at the Bengals. Offensive line is beaten up, right?
Yep.
So you got to figure that Laser Frazier is going to try to dial up some pressure and get after Joe Burrow. Well, if that's the thinking, you know that the Bengals are going to be thinking the same thing. That okay, the Bills are going to come in here being extra aggressive, trying to get after our quarterback. So let's do something that they're probably not expecting. Let's try to run the ball against those pressure looks. And so if I'm them, I'm like the Bills. This is not the game you want Joe Mixon to go off. Okay, you already have enough problems trying to stop the trio of our receivers and weapons that they have. You do not want Joe Mixon to go off because you're being extra aggressive trying to get after the quarterback. So if I'm them, key in on the run game, right? And just be very balanced on defense. If you can do that, which I think the Bengals are going to try to establish a run in this game because they know that they have a bad O-line right now.
I like it.
I think that's what they need to do. Yeah,
And
shut it down.
make
early.
them one-dimensional, that you have
Yeah.
to throw football. We want to take away what we think you're going to try to do. But
Right.
I think they know. I think more so it's not about. I mean, obviously you want to stop the run, but he catches the ball out of the backfield often.
Mhm.
And I'm talking about Joe Mixon.
Mhm.
Mixon will be leaked out, and he will catch the ball out of the backfield, and he does damage that way. We've got to make sure that we know where he's at, and we're disciplined enough, and we're on top of things. I'm gonna go route as well, right? And when we talk about keys to this game, special teams.
Mhm.
Can we make a freaking play on special teams?
Good grief, man.
Return or a kick return or something that happens where we take one. I mean, a bobble
Just
on the
steal
top of the head of somebody. We steal something.
Still a possession. Yeah.
Steal a freaking possession. We
Yeah.
steal a possession, get 3 out of that. Steal a possession, put 7 is
Yeah.
huge. We need that. We know Tyler Bass is going to get his.
Right.
Special teams somewhere. We need to jump on there and certainly make something happen. And we talk about keys to the game. In the keys to the game come key matchups. Is there a matchup specifically that you're looking forward to? And you're like, I can't wait to see this. This is gonna be fun.
Man, I mean, like the obvious, right? Like, so I'm definitely looking at Diggs.
Yep.
I'm even looking at James Cook. I want to see how he performs because Logan Wilson is a fantastic linebacker, like you mentioned earlier. I want to see if he can take advantage of Logan, and to get this ground game going, and even being leaked out in the passing game. So I'm definitely got my eyes on Diggs. I think he's going to go up against Eli Apple, or they may put Dax Hill on. I'm not too sure how they're going to do that, but Diggs and James Cook.
Diggs and James Cook, you like that?
Mhm.
Let me dive into this one. To me, if they try to take a page out of the book of the New York Jets, when the New York Jets took away Stephon Diggs, right? And they double teamed them, and then they made their top corner and Sauce Gardner covering
number 2.
They made it very difficult for Josh Allen to really get comfortable to doing what he does, right? So that they might take the page out of the Jets because the Jets we didn't match up great against the Jets. First match, second match we did much better. But the point of the matter is this is a copycat league. They're going to do everything they can to copy whatever team did to your team, and they're going to try to do to yours to slow it down. So to me, this matchup that we need to take full advantage of, or at least they're going to try to take a full advantage of, is Jamar Chase. All right, Jamar Chase. They're going to move him around. You saw what they did to us the first time, right?
Yeah,
man. Jamar Chase deep just to test the waters. Let me stick my toe in the water.
First play.
See how hot that water is, right?
Yeah.
We noticed that thing was lukewarm. He said, "Yo, let's go."
Got him.
I'm all the way in. I'm all in. I'm ready to roll. So this in all, it makes me, that's a matchup that I really want to focus on. Trey White and Jamar Chase. We're gonna see how often these guys line up against each other, and I'm for sure of it ready to see Jamar Chase go at it. But Trey White has got to be feeling some type of way. I don't know if
he
but
does.
you got to be feeling some type of way, because last time we saw you guys on film together,
It didn't look too good.
It didn't look too hot, right?
Yeah, Enrico, let me ask you a question. Do you think the Bills should go with Trey White on Jamar Chase, or do you think they should go with the bigger corner and Kyer Elam on Jamar Chase? Because Kyer Elam, he's bigger. He's about 6'1", almost 200 pounds, more physical. And then you could put Trey White, on T. Higgins, put Jordan Poyer or D. Yeah, man. Like this is the more physical, big body press man corner on Jamar Chase, who's their more physical wide receiver.
It's interesting because like listen, if we had two types of, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but if we had two type of Kyer Elam type players on both sides, one that matches up size-wise with T. Higgins, the other one, and if you goes up against Jamar Chase, a little more power, a little more champion line, I would like that. But to me, it's more of a redemption. Trey White is too much of a competitor for him to, you're gonna put me on T. Higgins. Not that T. Higgins is a scrub, but I want the challenge. I want to be able to be the difference why this team wins. So Trey White needs to redeem himself, and I think he will. I think he's smart enough. I think he's in the book enough that he's going to be able to. Now, Jamar Chase is a different beast. Jamar Chase is
different, man.
Beast. He's different. Oh, he's different. So we're going to find out what it is. But for me, matchup wise, it's going to be, and I'm going to go back to it too: Trey White, Jamar Chase, and then Kyer Elam, T. Higgins. You put those two guys on. You give these guys some problems. You try to give these guys some issues. Slow them down at least. Now Joe Burrow's got to look twice a little bit. Maybe he might have to burp that baby a little bit and now check down. And if we take those and turn them into third and longs, second and longs, I'll take that all day. That's the match I like. By the way, I'm going to apologize to everybody because now the house is trying to get filled up. I hope it's not getting too loud.
No, you good, man.
We good? All right, cool. Let's keep it rolling. So to me, that's the matchup that I like. The cornerbacks, more specifically Jamar Chase, Trey White. All eyes are going to be on that. I'm looking forward to it. My man Pierre, the Kingpin, comes in. He says, yo, Elam is nice, but not one-on-one with Chase type nice. I like.
Oh, no, I wasn't saying one-on-one. I mean, have a safety over top. You know what I'm saying?
You need some help.
Yeah. He's going to need some help. But put him on Chase with safety and then put White on Higgins.
I like it. And so what's a key matchup? Another key matchup you're looking forward to?
Greg Rousseau.
Ooh, talk to me.
Greg Rousseau on that right tackle. I can't remember his name. But with the beat up O-line, I need to see Greg Rousseau finally. I need him to dominate, man, in this game. Like make life a living heck for Joe Burrow. Even if it means, man, using those trees that he has as arms to get up in the air and bat these balls down. Because you know that Joe Burrow is probably going to try to get the ball out quickly.
Yes,
if he can affect him that way on the edge, I think it's going to make life heck for Joe Burrow. So I definitely need to see him go off, and I need to see also Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver, man.
We need to see Eddie show up big because it's huge. So, and I love that you mentioned the O-line, because the O-line is going to be very, very interesting, because like right now, Jackson Carman is going to be starting in this game. We've got Max, I think Sharping is going to be another guy that's starting, because obviously Alex Kappa being out, and then Hakeem Adeniji.
That's the guy.
Adeniji is going to be right tackle. So Hakeem Adeniji is the one that's going to be going up against Greg Rousseau. So Greg Rousseau's got to make quick work of Hakeem and just keep him going. But you know what? You said something that's key. Hands up, trees in the air.
Yeah.
That's key, man. If we can actually have that's the key to Burrow, man, because he's going to get rid of the ball quickly. He's going to get rid of the ball quickly. We're going to keep things in front of us. So in order to mitigate us getting after him in the pass rush, he's got to get rid of the ball quick. So get your hands up and bat that down. Now that 1st and 10 goes to 2nd and 10. And now they got to, all right, I probably put you in a passing situation. And now maybe 3rd and long. We excel in putting these teams in 3rd and long positions. And that's another key matchup for me, or a key component in this game.
Right.
Get these guys in long, 3rd and longs and 2nd and longs. Down and distance plays a big part in this, because now it shortens their playbook, and they're not able to kind of keep us guessing with, okay, are they running? Are they passing? If we do that, we're big on this one. Any other key matchups for you that stand out?
No, that's about it, man.
I like it.
I'll keep it right there.
I'm gonna give you one more.
All right.
And it's gonna be Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds. We know what our defensive line does. We know what our backfield does. But Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano, they cover so much ground.
Yeah.
They cover so much, you know what I'm saying, open space. So, like, those underneath passes you're going to be looking for, you got to throw over a tree. You got to throw over 6'5" Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah.
You've got to be very anticipatory, or you got to be pinpoint accurate. Because if you're not pinpoint accurate and it's a little behind or it's a little too forward, this is where we can force those turnovers. Sometimes it's not about tight coverage, it's about being in the right place, right time.
Right.
So I'm making sure, I just want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I see those two guys and they're amped up and ready to roll, because that's a huge difference.
Big time.
And speaking of amped up and ready to roll, there comes hot takes. There comes hot takes. There comes bold predictions. So talk to me on that. Hot take? Do you have any? Is there anything that stands out for you?
Hot take.
Or we can go bold prediction. Which one do you prefer?
No. I got a hot take. I got a hot take.
Here you go.
Yeah, hot take. And this is funny because I think I put this in the chat earlier today.
Okay.
Yo, I had a dream last night. It's so crazy, man. I've been dreaming about about these games. Yo, Kyrie Elam in my dream had a pick 6. So I'm going with that as a hot take, man. Kyrie Elam's gonna take him back to the house for 6.
Oh, pick 6. Yo, the house would erupt. The house would erupt with a pick 6 from my guy. Hot take. Hot take. All right, here's my hot take. Jamar Chase. We keep Jamar Chase to 6 receptions. 6 receptions. Jamar Chase doesn't go over 6 receptions. We kind of bracket him, take him away from this game. T is going to have to be the guy that really puts his team ahead of it. So take away Jamar Chase. Take away Joe Burrow's best weapon by getting to 6 receptions or lower, and doesn't have a big chance to kind of get the game going. So hot take: Jamar Chase 6 receptions or below, and is a non-factor in this game. I'm gonna try to stick to that. Bold prediction. We're an hour into the show. I gotta give air time to prep because 20 minutes this game's gonna start. So bold prediction.
A bold prediction is that this game is not gonna be close. It's not gonna be a close game. I've been saying it. This at the beginning of this week, I felt so calm about this game. Weird. It's completely weird because week 17, I was a nervous wreck. I didn't think the Bills were going to win that game. But entering this week, I felt such a peace about this game.
You're the opposite.
Yeah, man, completely opposite. That the Bills are going to win, and not just win, but they're going to win big. They're going to shock everybody by the way they win this game. And so I think that this is going to be a big Bills win. At least 2 scores difference in this game. Yeah.
Really? Vegas,
man.
Vegas has us at the 5.5 now. But you say 2 scores. God.
At least. Yeah, I think it's going to be that type of a game.
All right. Bold prediction. Bold prediction. I'm trying to think what stands out for me in bold prediction. So before I give my bold prediction, because I want to see what Vegas has the line right now, because I think it's important and people need to know this and what stands out. So right now, as of right now, the Vegas has the lines. I'm waiting for my page to set up. So right now, the matchup predictor has the Bills at a 67% win victory, right?
Okay.
67%. They say the Bills got this. All right. The spread is -6. So if you're a betting man and you feel like, you know what, I think it's going to be a lot closer, and I'm taking the Bengals +6, put your money where, put your money there. The money line is 210, +210, and it's -260 for the Bills. And then last but not least, the over-under is 48.5 points. 48.5 points. So they're looking at it, in the low 20s. Low 20s, each team's going to put it up in the low 20s. So it's going to be a close score a game. So that's where it stands out. So for me, bold prediction. And I need to bring that up to see what I need to see.
Yeah.
Bold prediction. I'm gonna go on the offensive side of the ball. And I think James Cook has a big game.
Yeah.
And I think James Cook rushes for $125 over $125, and he scores a touchdown. $125 and a touchdown. Bold prediction, because I saw what J.K. Dobbins was capable of doing, and I know what the Bills are capable of doing with the run game. They're not shy to run the ball; they just don't commit to it.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
find some rhythm in running the football and they can't stop it, like my girl or my brother Pammy says, I think it's a girl, I think it's a lady, like my girl Pammy said, run the ball. And I think James Cook has a monster game, has the best game of his short career, his early career, $125 and a touchdown. James Cook, that's my bold prediction.
Love it. Oh, man.
I'm feeling that one. Actually, I like that one a lot too.
Yeah.
So, folks, it's score prediction time. We're an hour into the show.
Yeah.
It's score prediction time. Listen, I'm not falling for. I mean, you already put yourself in the book in a bind by saying it's a 2-score.
There. It's all right. I'm already out. Yeah, I feel good.
Okay, you feel good.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, don't. I've been saying this is the game that we blow out. We have not blown out a team since Tennessee. I'm saying, was it Tennessee or was it the Pittsburgh Steelers? Doesn't matter.
Steelers.
Blown out a team since then. It's a long time. Everything has been pretty damn close since. So it's gonna be a close game. So with that being said, I'll let you start. What is your score prediction for this game? In the chat, I need a score prediction chat because the last time we did this, we did a pregame for the Bengals. Rev and I decided not to give our score prediction. you saw how the game turned out.
Yeah, exactly.
It turned out with nothing. So talk to us. What do you got? Score prediction.
So I had told you, I feel like deeply that the Bills are gonna beat them big time, like at least 2 scores. This score popped up in my head a couple of days ago when I was just thinking about this. I'm going big, man. I'm going Bills 42, Bengals 17.
Yo, whatever you dreamt, it must have felt real good.
Fam,
real. And
this is all week, man. All week I've just been really feeling like this is gonna be a big win for the Bills. So I mean, I'm out there. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, oh well. I mean, as long as we get the win. But I just feel like the Bills are gonna make a statement today.
Pete says, DeMar Hamlin at the game. If he was at last game, chances are,
yeah, he's there.
He'll be at this game. Chances are. So score predictions are coming in, man. It's heavy in the Bills territory. Not too much of a breakup. I see a lot of close games. I see 32-10 coming from my man Joe Diamond. I see 27-14 Bengals coming from Derek. Derek says the Bengals win this one. Largemouth Hunter, excuse me. I got me saying largemouth bath. 24. So here's the deal for me. I think it's gonna be mad close. Oh shoot, what's wifey say? Wifey, what you got?
It's gonna be 22-13 for the Bills.
22-13.
22-13. What's up, wifey?
22.
I like
it. Wifey always has these scores.
Weird numbers. 22. Yeah. How you get 22? I'm trying to do the math. I'm like,
that's what I said. The Rev's like, yo, 22. How you get 22? All right, 22. All right, I'll give you 22. But you know what?
You don't know.
You don't know. She says you don't know,
man.
22-13. That's what she says. Now you keep wanting to score. You want to get on the camera so bad. You've been bugging me all night. What's your score?
Mom.
What's your score prediction?
Come on.
Go Bills.
That's it. You know
that's
what? That's
win.
Listen, that's a good just win.
Yeah, man.
Just win. Just win. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, for me, score prediction, listen, Bills win, first of all. Bills win, and it's gonna be like 26-20 Bills. 26-20 Bills. And the way we fend them off is we're up 6, and they got the ball with 2 minutes left. It's Joe Burrow time.
Don't do that,
Burrow, or is he Joe Shiesty? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're about to find out which Joe Burrow we're gonna get. Bills are up, and the defense has to. Wifey says just win.
Just win.
But it's gonna come down to the Bills having to make a stop. You got to make a stop. And what's gonna happen is Jordan Poyer, the guy that he's supposed to, you know what I'm saying, and handle business. Jordan Poyer comes in and shuts it down. Or maybe it's Kyrie Elam. Who knows? Somebody makes a play to shut it down. No different than when we were up on the Chiefs and they had time to go and make a play. And we sat there and said, no, we shut it down. Teron Johnson, pick. Done.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. So it's going to be the same way. We're going to be up at home. Joe Burrow's going to have the last chance to get something happening, and we make the necessary stop. And that's how I look at it. So 26-20 Bills. We win this one. Folks,
you should go with like 27-26, and then at that final drive, right? Let's say it's 20-26. Bengals are up, right?
Yep.
Bengals have the ball. And then that's when Kyrie Irving comes in with his pick six.
Oh,
to win the game 27-26.
You know, so we're down 6, and Kyrie is the one that, you know what I mean, just
comes in with the pick 6.
I hope we're not in that position.
No, man, me neither.
And Joe Burrow's got the ball. Golly, I don't want that at all.
Yeah, no.
Listen, man, it's gonna be a massive game nonetheless. I can sit here and say, yo, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, we're gonna blah blah blah. Fam, don't think it's gonna be that way. I'm nervous for this game. I'm nervous, man. I got that pit in my stomach. You know what it is? Because I ain't ready. You know what's real? I was telling the girls, I was in the car with the girls. We went to go for a little ride, and the girls were like, I said, yo, girls, when I get home, don't bug dad. Don't get my be loud. I need you to leave me alone for the first 4 hours. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or be part of the crowd watching the game. We just can't have a whole lot of mess happening. So that's number one. So and I was saying it to them. I was like, yo, this game, it could be the last game for the Bills. Like, what do you mean? I was like, this is it. If we lose, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So at the end of the day, we need to win this game. And they're like, oh, okay. So now I'm sitting in a position like, yo, I got myself even more nervous by saying that. And I'm not ready to stop podding. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready to stop podding podcasting about this team. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we gotta make do. We gotta make things happen. So anyway, Anaya, babe, I'm trying to finish my love. You gotta get going, babe. Go, get going. Move, babe. Anaya, you're being a bratty girl. You're being bratty right now. Anyway, so that being said, these girls, listen, the house is getting full and these girls get antsy like that. When they get cabin fever, they get like this. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to having children. Welcome to having children. You know what it is. So let's buckle up. Like my man Joe Diamond said, let's buckle up. We got a big game going. And I'm not ready to stop podcasting. We're not. We need to continue podcasting next week. And then the week after that, we're gonna have our own radio row. You know what I mean? We gotta speak that into existence. So
man, it's gonna happen. Hey, Bills are gonna win the Super Bowl. That's all. Don't worry. Look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how we win this game. We're gonna win it, okay? And then we're gonna go into Atlanta and we're gonna beat the snot out of the Chiefs. We're gonna win the Super Bowl this year. So don't worry about it, Bills Mafia. Be calm, be relaxed. You'll see when it happens.
Win it all. That's the way.
Win it all.
That's it, man. So, folks, have yourself a great one. Enjoy the game. Don't break anything in the house. You know what I'm saying? And because there's gonna be some moments where we're like, you want to break something, and there's gonna be some moments where we yell and scream, and then we win this game. So we're gonna love it. So, folks, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Rev, enjoy the game.
Yes, sir. You too.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
good, man.
So, folks,
it's gonna be good.
I need to get pumped up and put a little music for everybody. So
get fired up, man.
The Bills make me wanna kick your heels up and throw your hands up and throw your head back.
Before we get out of here, man, enjoy the game, and we'll let my man P Money get ready because he's gonna go live. So join us live after this, and let's party, man. Let's get this win and let's get this going, man. So, Rev, Rico, relax. Let's do this thing, man. So, folks, enjoy it. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Let's listen to some Bill songs, song, and get us going.
Help my man Rico out, baby.
The Bills are happening now. They're making it happen now. We got the spirit, a lot of spirit, yeah. We got the spirit. Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. The Bills make me wanna